Sorry, my mic was muted. Forgot that I have my mic muted whenever I play Madden. It just came off of a championship game before this. I had it muted so that way I don't absolutely trash talk my opponent by accident. Done that before. But yeah, welcome to the second round of comms for Tier 3 White. I am a little bit behind. We will be doing one of them now because I have the ability to. I've got time. Yeah, I've got time to do at least one of these. Got another one at 4 o'clock, so probably won't be able to do them both back to back. So we will just go through and do at least one of these today. I have to let Tier 3 know that it's when I get the time to. I am a decently busy man at the moment. But yeah, give it a couple minutes before we get started properly, so that way everything is good. Hope everyone can hear me properly. But I am sounding good. But yeah. Alright. Just going to do a mic check real quick, because I haven't seen any comments telling me ahead of time that my mic's alright. Yep, mic check alright. So we are good. I'm going to run through the grid here in a minute, and then we will be good to go. We'll do the Nürburgring Endurance comes now, and then I may potentially have time to do Brands Hatch comms before wrestling starts, but I'm not entirely sure if that'll be the case. But yeah. Yeah. Either way, if it doesn't happen now, I'll probably do it Tuesday when I've got a lot more time. Don't have anything on Tuesdays now at all for 4 months. So those who have me for comms this season and next season will be fine in the most part of the comms on a Tuesday. So my aim is that all my comms deck will be gone by the end of the season. I've got 4 to do from last season. Might shock people with the one that I do from like ages ago. Wait and see. Someone makes a list of everything that I haven't done so far. Then we'll see what's going on. But yeah, I think we've given it enough time now. We've given it more than enough time. Let's run through this grid, and then we'll get going for 2 laps of the Nürburgring Endurance. I guess the Nordschleife is what I'll be referring it to from here on out. So we've got Jezza on pole on soft tyres. Everyone will be on soft tyres to start. The 2-time tyre wear was not bad at all on the cards. So Musa in second. after a very dominant first race. Mo in third in the Porsche. So the Porsches have got off to a great start in qualifying. O'Leary in fourth. Pasty in fifth. We'll see if his tyre wear is actually going to be anything reasonable this week. Ben in sixth. Dougal in seventh. Nathan eighth. Wack in ninth. Not a great qualifying for him. Boa in 10th. JMS in 11th. SD in 12th. Yuri in 13th. And Fancy Locks at the back of the grid in the Peugeot. Hello, Yuri. Right, let's get going. 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights. As lights out, away we go down to turn 1. That Mazda's got off to a flying start. Musa hits the front of the grid straight away. It looks like Jeddah dropped a couple of places with the Porsche start. There goes the Beetle up in a second. Pasty from 5th to 2nd straight away. It looks like O'Leary might be trying to make a move through as well, and he is. Nath just clobbers into the side of him into turn 2. He actually gets by up into out of turn 2 as well in the process. Round the outside for O'Leary's gone very deep, far too deep. He's dropped 1, he's dropped 2. Jeddah got by through as well. I had done for a split second. Wax there in the middle as well. Wack is just having an absolute nice time there in the middle of the pack. Just on through, threading the needle up in a 4th. O'Leary in 5th, Jeddah dropping in 6th. Bennett's now in 7th. That looks like Bo's off the track in the background there. In the Lamborghini, not having a great time. We're actually getting the position out of all this. Mo started 3rd. He's down in 11th. Could not have got worse for him off the start of this race. Fancy Locked up into 10th on the back of the grid. JMS in 12th, Yuri in 13th. And I think that is SD in 14th. So an even worse start for him on the first of the 2 laps here in this sprint race. Go around onto the Nodge life for the first time. Pasty is closing in that Beetle of the Mazda. Is currently in the lead of this race and currently in the lead of the championship, picking up 41 points from the first round. We'll see if he can continue his dominance at the moment. Right now, he is definitely keeping it up, but Pasty's looking for the outside line. He's still there. It looks like he's going to try and fail to get himself in front of Musa, the American staying in the lead of this race for now. Nath is in 3rd, Wack in 4th. Those two aren't going to be too far away from a fight between each other. Then you got Leary in 5th, Jeddah in 6th, followed by Ben, Dougal and Fancy Locks all right behind each other. Then you've got a nice chunk 3 wide here between Yuri, Boa and JMS. I think that is the 2 Hurricanes almost coming together there as we head into the triple right-hander. Oh, double right-hander actually in the left-hander after that, so triple corner. We got Yuri up into 11th. Both Lamborghinis not really making headway there. Yuri might get close enough to Mo to make something happen. Bo's trying to get something of his own here against the GTR, but isn't really going to be able to make it happen. Yuri is trying to go past Mo, but Mo is doing a decent job at defending. No real overtaking happening at this point in time. Musa's gained a little bit of a gap to Pasty again as we head into about the quarter mark of the first lap here. For the way through this race. It should be relatively fast-paced the entire way through these, with a lot of things happening. Wacker's got past Nape. Up in the 3rd place goes the Renault after starting 9th. That's a good first lap. Nape is now going to be under 5 from O'Leary. Jez is trying to get himself back onto this pack. Ben's got a decent gap to Dougal, who's got Fancy Locks chasing him. Mo's got a little bit of a gap now, a little bit of breathing room to Yuri in the GTR, who's got a lot might be an over-exaggeration, of space to the Lamborghini of JMS. Bo's after that, and then Testy at the back of the grid. No one really separating themselves from the pack too much apart from these front 2. Musa just again doing enough. Won both the first races in the first round at Garden. Looking to extend his lead here. If he can extend his lead here, then his first quarter of the season would be absolutely amazing if he can do what he did in the first race. It'll set him up for a championship run of the ages at the moment. Whack is there in the background of the screen. Probably not going to get close enough to pass the Musa anytime soon, as we just passed the halfway point of this first lap. There's 2 laps in the sprint, there's 5 laps in the feature. Very long laps around Nürburgring Endurance, 8 minute long. Just shy of 8 minutes actually is what these guys will be doing. Somewhere in the 7 minute something. 7 minute 50 something, I reckon. We continue on in this race. Musa still there with Pasti. Whack is still in 3rd. Nath has dropped off just a little bit with O'Leary fighting him now. We've got Jezza in 6th. Dougal still ahead of Fancy, who's in the wall! Fancy's in the wall! He's dropped a few positions there, all the way down to 13th. Boa's trying to go round. I think he has gone round. Almost caught up in all of that, and I think he may have just got tagged a little bit there by Fancy Locks as well. Boa doing enough to get himself ahead of Fancy. Up in the 12th he goes. Esti's dropped off the back of the group. Oh, Boa's just gone too deep into the carousel. And I'll give Fancy that place back. You need to be on the lower tier of that carousel to get a good enough run, and that's not what Boa did there in the slightest. Bennett in 9th, Mo is in 8th, so Mo's got a position in the sprint race at the moment. Dougal in 7th. O'Leary in 6th. Jezza has got ahead of him, so O'Leary must have had a bit of an issue. Nath is still in 4th and fine, catching up to Whack at the moment. The front 2 have got a gap. A very decent gap right now. You can see that they're not even peering into the back of the screen anymore when we are in these shots. The gap just starting to open up between the first 2 and the rest of the pack. 3rd and 4th also just doing enough right now. I think 3rd, 4th and 5th have got a little bit of a gap to O'Leary. He's now in 6th, being chased down by Dougal, who is currently in 7th. We'll see. Yeah, it's still happening. You got Mo there as well on the back of those 2. So we're travelling packs of 2s and 3s at the moment. Then you got Fancy Locks, JMS and Yuri. You see in the background there. Fancy Locks has already got himself back into 9th. After the mistake earlier on in the lap that dropped him from, I believe it was like 8th into 14th. Into 13th, so he's got himself back up into 9th as quickly as he could possibly do so. The gap's still opening up out front. These 2 very much driving away from the rest of the grid in this first lap. Beetle not quite able to keep up with the Mazda up to this point though. I reckon it's about a second and a half gap that splits the 2 of them. Maybe not even that. We'll see as we go down the straight. He might just about have slipstream here, Pasti. It's going to be close. 160 for him, 165 for Musa. Musa's got a lot more speed running through the back straight here. The top speed, yeah, is definitely going to hinder Pasti. Doesn't have slipstream by the looks of things. He's just going to get driven away from here. Yeah, 167, 68, 6 mile an hour quicker down this back straight than anything else that the Beetle can do, and that's going to hinder Pasti the entire way into the second lap. Whack is still there. Nath, however, has dropped back. The Ferrari straight line speed again. Going to be a hindrance. He dropped back to Jezza, who might actually be able to have a go at this with the Porsche. Looking into turn 1. Might not even wait for turn 1. Down the inside he goes. Will he get it done before turn 1 hits? He's ahead now. What the hell happened to Musa? Musa's just teleported onto screen. What have you done? He is in the lead of the race, but he's just been teleported back into 3rd. So what did he... Oh, no. Oh, and he cut the corner on the slide. He just got into the grass. Oh, and he clobbered Dougal on the way through on the reset. Oh, that is incredibly unfortunate for our race leader. All the way to 9th off of a slight mistake. Oh, that is a massive error. Unforced error at that. Should just have taken it as safe as he could have. And now he's struggling in 9th there, in 10th now. Actually, I think he's even 11th. Yeah, Yuri got by. Oh, and that's just handed Pasti everything he could have wanted. He's got a substantial gap to whack in second. As long as he does this in any relatively safe manner for this 8-minute lap, he should have absolutely no issue winning this race. Unforced error for the Mazda. Rookie mistake, and it's handed the Beetle everything that he could need in this sprint race. Wack is in second. He's going to gain a little bit of points from the mistake as well. Don't think he's got enough in the tank realistically to catch up to Pasty here. I think the Beetle should just have enough. Jeds is up into third. Obviously, he got Nath into turn 1. Nath not quite under 5 from O'Leary yet, but isn't too far away. Fancy Locks has gained another position. He's up in a 6th. We'll see if anything is going on. Looks like Dougal's having a fight back from Mo at the moment. He is having a fight back from Mo. Mo's right up on his rear. Yuri's in 9th now. Yuri gaining a couple of positions here and there. Trying to get himself in a good position for that for the feature race, because that's probably where his mind's heading to now. GTR should be good around here. Alexis also on field probably is decent as well. But for now, this is a sprint race. He's not going to have to worry about that. Mo's going to go for the inside line. Mo, I think, has got through. He has got through in the Porsche. He's up in a 7th. There's no real fight back there from Dougal, who could have just parked that in the middle of the track and had Mo try and overtake him on the grass, which wouldn't have been the greatest idea he's ever had. Moose is in 10th right now. JMS in 11th. Ben in 12th, SD in 13th, and Bo just having a time to forget again here in this tier. See if anything is going to change in the mid-pack here. Everyone is very close together. Fancy Locks is up in the 5th now. I'm not entirely sure who's the one who dropped. I think it might have been O'Leary. Yeah, it was O'Leary who dropped the position. Nath is now under fire from the RCZ. And Fancy Locks could be ending in the top 4 here, despite the mistake on that one. Oh, and he made another mistake there. Into the wall he goes. He's avoided damage. Somehow avoided damage. He's going to keep his place as a result. Can't be having too many of those mistakes. There we go. Fancy Locks trying to make a move on Nath, see if he can get it done. It doesn't look like there's going to be much of a fight here. Fancy Locks. Oh, Fancy has gone wide! It didn't look like there was a lot of contact there. He's just drifted wide and he's dropped a couple of positions again. And Fancy dropped into 8th now. From 5th, O'Leary takes 5th back. Mo's got up into 6th. He's having a nice little fight back after an exceptionally poor start. Dougal's had a bit of a mare there in that corner, as Fancy Locks will take that position back. Dropped to 8th now. Yuri and Musa are fighting it out in the background. Let's see if Musa or Yuri's got enough in the tank to get that position. And Mazda is very quick here. About in Musa's hand anyway, it's very quick. Wouldn't be surprised if Musa's able to take that position. Musa is able to take that position. Up into 9th he goes. Yuri currently has reverse grid pole. If I was Musa, I don't think I could get anything higher than 9th. I'd probably have dropped that position back. 10th is probably a better place to do than 9th. Fancy Locks, Mo, Dougal, O'Leary all fighting out in the middle here. We'll see if anything is going to change in the grid order. We'll go have a look very quickly at the front of the grid. Looks like Jeddah is catching up to Wack with some pace. Wack has just dropped off the back of Pasty by some margin as well. Pasty's got a cruise control to the finish as long as he can keep it on track. Nath has got a cruise control to 4th as well. O'Leary doing enough to stay in 5th for now. Then you got Mo and Fancy Locked after that. Dougal still there as well. Then going to the back straight. That Beetle is going to suffer. Mo might go for it now. He might not wait. He isn't going to wait. I think there may have been a little bit of contact. There's definitely contact now. We're going to get on board here to get a good analysis of this one. Oh, there is a little bit of contact from Mo, and they're coming back on. Fancy Locks just into the rear quarter panel there. Mo's Porsche. Oh, the rear right contact there. Mo just got a better exit here from them. O'Leary gets a little bit of it on that curve, pushes him out the way, and yeah, then Fancy Lock just doesn't even try. Spins round Mo. Spins round Mo there, and Dougal almost gets cleared out by Fancy as well. As he rejoins the track in a rather unsafe manner there. He's managed it. Dougal's got the position though. Oh, Fancy Lock's just losing the car a little bit again. Yuri's up into 8th. He'll take that position or a couple of those positions. Moose is in 10th right now. JMS right behind him. O'Leary's been under fire, now under fire from Yuri. Let's see if there's going to be anything to this. The slipstream should give the GTR advantage down the back straight, if nothing else. Pasti isn't far away from said back straight as we go down into the end of lap 2, into the end of this sprint race. A lot of the action has happened on this lap 2. Moose's race has completely fell apart. He's in 9th right now. JMS is in 10th. Someone else must have had... Oh, Mo! Mo's had it. Oh, Mo was the spin. Yeah, Mo was the spin from earlier on. Fair enough. We've got Fancy Locks on Dougal there. Hey, Yuri! Oh, he's almost lost it. O'Leary had lost it. And there goes Musa on the couple. Musa got O'Leary. There goes JMS as well. Musa's got a nice run now. Ben also got O'Leary. As we go to the line with Pasti. Pasti comfortably ahead of Whack right now. No question about it. No question on the tyre wear either on the first race today. Oh, he got a little bit deep there. He's kept it on track. It's an unnecessary mistake. He's just about kept it together. But after the poor week 1, the second week is going to go a lot better. Pasti wins at the Nord. Wack gets second in the sprint. Jeddah gets third. Nate's going to get 4th. Dougal just about hangs on for dear life against Fancy in the end for 5th. Fancy gets 6th. JMS, Musa, Ben all over the place going into the final corner here. We're going to have another look at this. Musa got past Yuri down into the final, into that back straight. Head here. Oh, Yuri. Oh, he dived it. Oh, and he's made contact with Musa on the way through. That was almost spectacular if you made that without contact. There goes JMS on through. Yuri's the break to get himself through, to let everyone else through. And JMS gets 7th. Ben gets 8th. Musa gets 9th. Yuri gets 10th. O'Leary gets 11th. Vesti gets 12th. Boa gets 13th. Mo, with the unfortunate contact with Fancy Locks, is going to end in 14th here. Boa, the line there. Mo, yeah, right at the back because of his contact with Fancy Locks. And that will speak to the end of the first race here at the Nord. Pasti not having the same issues he had at Gardens. That continues to be the case. He might be in for a very good feature race here as well. Just gonna set up the second of the 2 races that we got on this. All right. Let's see what happens here in this feature race. I'm gonna go through the grid in a minute and take a second to get a drink and then run this properly. Yeah, give me 1 second. All right. All right, I am back. Apologies for that. Needed the drink badly. I could feel my throat starting to do things here. We'll just very quickly look through the grid, and then we'll get going for the actual feature race here in Tier 3. All right, let's go through. So Yuri in the GTR starting on pole here, reverse grid pole. On the mediums. Mediums for Musa in second, who should be the favourite to win this race from here. Ben in third on the mediums as well. Is everyone just going to start on the medium tyres here? Nope, never mind. Hards for JMS in fourth. Hards for Fancy Locks in fifth as well. Then you got Dougal in sixth on the medium. Soft and eighth. That's an interesting one. I wouldn't have done that. Would not have started on the softs. I don't care where I started. Would have been on the mediums first. I don't even know if you're going to get 2 laps on the softs on the first stint. They got hards for Jezza in 8th, mediums for Wack, mediums for Pasty in 9th and 10th, respectively. Then you've got O'Leary on mediums in the other Beetle in 11th, Esty on mediums in the Mazda in 12th, Boa on hards in the Lamborghini, and then hards for Mo at the back of the grid as well, who will looking to be fighting all his way back after the incident with Fancy Locks. All right, let's get going. Looking through now. Yuri's going to get us away. 3, 2, 1, and we are off. It looks like Yuri's got off to a great start here. He's got a decent advantage to Musa in second with Ben in third. We go down to turn 1. Wouldn't be expecting too much of anything. As we head down into turn 1 here, Dougal actually looked to the outside of Fancy Locks, maybe by accident, but either way, moves may be happening into turn 2. JMS, Fancy Locks, both of them looking to make their way through, both on hards right now, compared to the mediums with Ben in front, who should be in a lot better of a place to do things. Musa looking to take the lead of the race straight away. Yuri not saying he can. And Musa needs to find another way through. Here comes JMS on Fancy Locks. Fancy Locks going very deep into turn 4. That'll give the Lamborghini a chance, but he slid on the exit of the corner. And the RCZ being planted to the ground will give him 4th. Fancy Locks doing enough to get himself up in the 4th for now. It looked like someone had a bit of a mare in the background there. Dougal had a bit of a slide in his car. It opens up the door for Nath, who's going to go to the inside here on the soft tyre. Again, I'm not entirely sure the soft tyre is the right choice for the start of this race. He is going to get himself ahead of Dougal for now. So that's a nice little move there for Nave to put him up into 6th. And we've got Pasties up in the 8th already. We've got issues in the background. I'm not entirely sure who's the one that's got him. Who's the one with the issues? Oh, it's Yuri! It's Yuri! Oh, at the front of the grid! What's happened here? Yuri holds on into the chicane. Into this now. Oh, it's just deep. It's so deep. Oh, he's messed it up. Yeah, That is just a calamitous mistake. Well, Musa should have license to just drive away from here now. Should not have any issues winning this race now, Musa. He got clean air. He got a right run ahead of him. We'll see if anything's going to happen here. JMS is in fourth still. Nath is going to try and get past him as soon as he can on that soft versus hards for that fourth place right now. And we're going to actually go to that camera angle, which shows us that Ferrari just locking in on the Huracan right now. Around the outside, it's Nath. He's going to have to deal with the hard tyres on the opposite car. Is he going to be able to get by? He isn't. JMS holds on. There might be a hole for Dougal to follow through here. Dougal has got the hole and the position off of Nath as well. That is a great thing for Dougal on this track at the moment. Again, they're the bottleneck in this race right now, and that sits with the Huracan. Pasty's going to try and look as well. Nothing going for him right now. Jedda's still ahead of Wack as well in the background of your shot. Also got O'Leary on that fight as well. Continuing between these four. Imagine that something's going to go wrong sooner rather than later. Nath looked a little bit out of sorts there. He's actually kept it together. That's a well-played move. Pasty's going to go try and go the long way around on Dougal here. Might actually get it, you know. Jez is going to go the long way around in the following corner, trying to open him through the hole. Doesn't get that. Pasty is going to get Dougal. Up into sixth goes Pasty. Watt gets past Jeddah as Jeddah tried to get past Dougal. So, backfired move attempt there for Jeddah 100%. Pasty's going to get himself a little bit of clean air now. You have to hope for his tyre wear not actually becoming the issue. Right here with JMS again, still the bottleneck. Nothing is really going to do anything. He's going to be able to do anything to stop him. Nath right now trying to get his way through. You got Fancy Lock directly in front of that, and Ben in second, doing a good job of holding Fancy Locked up as well. The two Ferraris are actually doing pretty well at the start of this race here in round two. Fancy Locked, that's grass. Just about keeps it together. And you see Musa in the distance now. Musa! This may be foreshadowing. But Musa is in complete control of this race. Here comes Pasty. They go past Nath. Is he going to be able to do it? Round the outside. Maybe looking for a switch back there. But oh, JMS is in the wall. JMS is in the wall. He's going to allow one by. We're going to get a second look at this. On board with JMS. Oh, he got a little bit too much curb. Lamborghini doesn't like the curbs. It's a little bit too low to the ground, and yet that's going to be Pasty and Nath through, and that'll leave. Well, that'll allow Nath to get a little bit of something going on those soft tyres. He needed that, and he needed that rather drastically. Not entirely sure how JMS has got damage to the rear of his car here. Ben and Fancy Lock looking at each other. We saw that in the very background of the screen. It doesn't really look like Fancy Lock's had the way through right now. Ben just putting his car in the middle of the track, and that's how you defend. That is how you defend around here. Make this car as wide as possible. Force the other driver to do something, and right now that's not what Fancy Locked is doing. He isn't forcing anything at all. JMS is in 6th, Dougal in 7th. Dougal had a bit of a slide there. Wack may have the door open up for him now. Is he going to try and make anything of it to the carousel? No, he is not. Oh, JMS is round again! JMS is round again! This time on the carousel, I think he may have just came too low. And that'll allow a couple of positions gained for the group here. SD getting a bit of help from Boa there. Yuri's down to 12th already after the mistake earlier on, and Mo is already off the path. So, in the middle of the first lap here, well, towards the end of the first lap actually, A minute and a half left of it. Not a lot of room for overtaking at the moment. Musa's got quite a substantial advantage over Ben and over Fancy Locks. See him disappearing into the distance there on our screens. Nath is in fourth, got a little bit of an advantage to Pasty in fifth. I imagine Pasty's tyres do not look anywhere near as bad as what was the case at Gardens. I'm not entirely sure what he was doing at Gardens, but it wasn't driving his car apparently. His car almost half on his tyres straight away. And this is going to be a very interesting choice now for Nath. And this is why I didn't agree with the softs to start, because the softs, he might have some issues here, you know, at the end of the second lap. If he did them at the end, he would have got away with this. Here comes Fancy Locks on Ben. That Ferrari strong top line's just, well, top speed is just not anything to write home about, and that means that Fancy Locks will just drive by fairly easily and now moves off the line to stop the slipstream. Ben's going to try and fight this back. Quite frankly, they should be working together. Quite right now, they should be working together to catch Musa instead of fighting each other and giving Musa a larger gap. Fancy Locks again almost into the rear of the car in front. A little bit cautious there by Fancy Locks, maybe a bit too narrow as well. Almost dropped the car into the final corner of the track, and that allowed Ben some room. So Ben stayed in second, gets a little bit of a gap as well. They fit into the pit on lap 1. It is a mistake. That is just a mistake, I think. I think that signified a 2-stop here for Nath. Yeah, you did miss the sprint. We've just started the feature. By just started, we mean I've done one. We're about 20% through the feature at this point in time. Wackett in 7th, Festy in 8th, Jeddah in 9th, Yuri in 10th, Jameson. We've already lost somebody. Oh, we've lost Boa. Already at the start of this one. Let's see if we can get anyone with an actual gap. Any chance of overtaking here? Oh, Esty and Jeddah just had a bit of a thing there. I think Esty just got overtaken by the Porsche. So Jeddah in 8th now, Esty in 9th, Yuri in 10th. We'll see if anything is if anything is going to happen. Everyone's just starting to build a little bit of a gap right now. You're very much looking forward to round 3 comms. I don't think they're going to get done today. I think round 3 is probably going to be Tuesday. It's next time I have actual time on my hands. Probably going to just practice Bathurst after my haircut on Monday. So, unless I have time that springs up tomorrow, not doing uni work or whatever, then I could potentially do it then. But yeah, I'm just figuring out when my next ability to do comms is. Jeddah is in 8th right now. It's just about staying ahead of Esty. It's hard for Jeddah and mediums for Esty right now. Intrigued at some people's strategy here. Mediums for Nath. Mo and JMS are tailed off. Yuri not that far off being tailed off as well. These two are fighting it out right now. You see Wack and company ahead. We will go forward to that after we watch potentially a move here for Esty. Looked for it. Maybe just ran out of room. Ran out, but he's got to go for it now. Can he get it now? To the inside, a little bit of contact with the Porsche. doesn't get it. Actually, he is going to now. I'm not entirely sure why. That has to have been a missed gear. A little bit of contact there from SD, actually. He didn't run out of room. He just hit the car in front. Gets himself enough alongside, or for a split second enough alongside. A little bit of contact there. Not entirely sure what happened there. They've got a flashing red light on the screen. Jeddah just looked like he lifted off. Not sure that was the right idea. Maybe a bit deep there. Not entirely sure what Jeddah just did. Either way, Esti's up in the 8th. We're going to go a little bit further forward. See what Dougal, O'Leary and Wack are doing for 5th right now. We'll see if what is going to happen here. Don't think anything is kind of on the oh, never mind! I spoke too soon. Dougal just goes straight on in a corkscrew, straight into a wall. He's somehow not got damage off of that, which is fairly impressive. And he's kept his position as well. So no harm, no foul, I guess, for Dougal. Just about gets away with that one. Let's see if there's going to be any chance opening up for O'Leary here. I don't really think there's going to be anything down this straight. Something must have happened further forward. Oh, they did happen further forward. What has happened here? Fancy Locks trying to exist here behind Ben. Ben gets a little bit slidey on the curb there. No, Fancy just dropped the car. Oh, he just dropped under traction. Maybe a little bit too much curb on the exit, and that'll drop him back towards Pasty. I can't imagine doing anything other than a 2 medium 3 hard at this point. Already on half tyres. Damage for Fancy as well. So we head down the straight here. Damage lasts about 30 seconds. Let's see if anything is going to fully happen here. No, I think Fancy Locks has survived enough time. Just about enough time and to survive the onslaught from Pasty and drive back towards Ben. Dougal's still here as well, and you've got O'Leary, Wacker just a little bit further off now. Yuri in 8th, Jeddah in 9th. Jeddah got past SD earlier and has broken a decent gap now and got Yuri in his sights. Jeddah needs to start working his way back through the pack. He has dropped off fairly significantly in that first half of the race. Yuri again just getting a little bit sideways. We saw Yuri drop from first at the beginning of the race by going too deep onto the Nordschleife on lap 1. Almost a bit too deep there as well. He's going to get a little bit of advantage on Jeddah now though, because he's taken that a lot better than the Porsche did. JMS a little bit further back in. JMS has got SD now as well. Mo might be having a go at him in a second into the end of the lap here. By the sound of it, I think oh, Mo just got that wrong! Mo just got that painfully wrong and just shoved SD off the track. Way too much inside curb. Never was going to sit that one. He isn't going to let SD back through either. Well then, Dougal's got right onto the back of Pasty again. And Fancy Locks is right beside Ben for round number 2 between those two. Musa is way off into the distance now. And again, all he needs to do in this race is just to be safe. You'd think he'd have learnt his lesson from the first time. That might be a little bit too deep there from Dougal to get the slipstream on Pasty. Fancy Locks gets past Ben. He's done it early into the straight this time, and of course that's just going to allow Ben to slip back in. Here comes Ben again to the outside. These two are just swapping position on this straight like it's going out of fashion. The Ferrari doing enough right now to keep his position in second. And will do so into the final couple of corners of the lap as well. Fancy Locks is going to try to just keep himself there and thereabouts. A good exit would be good, enough to get a position here potentially. Ben and Fancy into the pits. Musa stayed out for lap 3 on the medium tyres. In comes Dougal, in comes O'Leary. Watt stays out for a third lap on his medium tyres. Jeddah stays out for third lap on the hards. The 3 have stayed out so far. Everyone else has come in a pit. Yuri in off his medium tyres. JMS stays out on the hard tyre as well. Dougal on softs. Okay, so Dougal's 2 stopping. I'm not sure that's the best choice. You're going to have to do one hell of a lap here. Fancy Locks out onto the medium tyres with a full, almost a full tank, going to the end. Ben is onto the hard tyres here. Pasty onto the hards as well. This is where the not starting on hard might have killed a few of these drivers. I get the not liking the hard tyres, but sometimes they are a necessity, and this was one of the tracks I think they were. Very much the opposite to Gardens the week prior. O'Leary in 11th, Fury in 12th, SD at the back off the grid by quite some way, almost dropping the car there as well. Have a look here, Pasty at Ben. The fact that Fancy Locks got out early and onto the medium tyres as well, I don't really see a way back against Fancy here. The only one that's now stands a chance against Fancy is Musa. Let's see if anything is going to happen here. The hard tyre versus the hard tyre. Pasty, yeah, it's getting itself closer and closer as we go along. This tyre wear doesn't look as bad as it was last time out. I don't think I've ever seen anyone with a bad tyre wear that Pasty had at Gardens. That was astonishing. Let's see if anything else is going on further forward. Dougal is caught up potentially to JMS here. Alright, let's see if anything is going to happen. Dougal's got a substantial gap to Nath right now, who's on the same strategy as him. Not really doing an awful lot against JMS in the middle sector of this race. Jazz is still quite substantially off of Whack, and then Whack off of Musa is even further. As long as Musa doesn't 2-stop this race, Musa should win. Those medium tyres are starting to look a little bit rough though. As you can tell by the way he's driving, they're starting to feel a little bit rough now as well. In this race, lap 3 is as much as you're going to get out of them. Let's see. If anything, yeah, Musa isn't going to be able to do anything. Dougal's finally got past JMS. Let's see how that happened. Oh, that's how that happened. JMS might be off the track here. From what we saw, yeah, he just straight lined the corkscrew and then could never get the car stopped. And Dougal would just say, thank you very much. No bottlenecking for me this time. So Dougal passed JMS fairly easily there. Capitalizing on the mistake. Then Pasty very much between each other right now. Pasty needs to get himself closer to Fancy Lock, so looks like Fancy Locks may Pasty may be on for another podium. A double podium for him today would be massive after what happened with the tyres at Gardens. Ben just looked a little bit timid through that corner there. We'll see Nathan JMS fighting for position on the track on lap 3 of 5. Oh, it doesn't look like Nate. Oh, JMS again kicking up a little bit of dirt in the carousel. If you keep doing that, he's going to end the way he did in the sprint. Bearing in mind, that's where the exact same place he spun in the sprint as well. Oh, never mind, he's going to hit the wall there. You know, potentially pose a problem for Nath now. JMS is all over the place. Can't seem to get the car in a straight line at the moment. And again, just too much curb. He's in a Lamborghini. It doesn't like those curbs, so it's just going to unsettle every chance it gets. And the Ferrari just takes the advantage on the inside. Looked at it for a split second, realised late there was just like, there's a hole that's going to open up here, and went straight for it. Yellow flag. Yellow flag. Who's the yellow flag? It's Fancy. Or is it Fancy? Who is the yellow flag here? I'm not entirely sure. Is that Boa? Old Boa? Oh, Fancy's caught off the track again. I'm not entirely sure what happened to Fancy in all of this. This is just carnage. Didn't realise Fancy had dropped out of the top 4. I guess Fancy was the yellow flag and dropped back a bit earlier. Oh, JMS again, sliding the car. They don't want to be doing that, that's grass. That is a lot of grass. Fancy gets by. Not entirely sure why that yellow flag came out, honestly. Wait, it's... Oh, it's Musa. Wait, where is he gone? Oh, Musa might have just disconnected, actually. That might be what the yellow flag is. I've completely missed that. Yeah, Musa's not in the lobby anymore. Oh, no. Wow. I guess that's one way of not winning the race. Oh, that's incredibly unfortunate because he was in cruise control. The wheel disconnected. Ouch. Oh, that's the yellow flag. Oh, that is so unfortunate. That is incredible. Oh, there goes any chance of Musa doing getting the win then. Oh, that is so unfortunate. Jezza in off of his hard tyres, whacking off of its medium tyres. I assume this is going to be hards going on Watt's car. Dougal in off the softs, Nathan off the mediums. Fancy Locks takes the lead of the race. On what would have been a rather convincing drive for the American. There's now going to be a Brazilian. Well, he's on his own. Brazilian is on his own. No one in sight. Absolutely nobody in sight. Watt comes out in 6th. Off and onto his hard tyres. So Pasti in 2nd, Ben in 3rd. O'Leary in 4th on the hards. Yuri on the hards as well. Wack is now on fresher hards. In 6th place at this point in time. A little bit more fuel than the rest of his peers in front of him. Well, minus the Beetle apparently. Yuri, oh, that's a bit deep. That's a very deep run there for Yuri. He actually had Wack also slid on the out on the exit of the corner and held it. Yeah, very, very, very dull on the track at the moment. Bearing in mind, this is one of the few tracks in the game that can rain. Wack might be going after Yuri here. Wack might go to the outside against Yuri. Doesn't go for it in the chicane. That's a little bit stopped. On to the north they go. Lap 4 of 5. O'Leary's just in front of them there. You can see his car and Ben as well. The front two are just starting to drive away. Fancy Locks has all the space in the world gifted to him now. After Musa got robbed by his own equipment. The Brazilian's going to take full advantage of this. Oh, that didn't look good in front. What's happened there? What has happened to Ben? Oh, he dropped the car just a little bit. Twice there, one on each corner. And that chicane, and that'll allow for O'Leary to get alongside. We're going to take a look at this from the perspective of Yuri, actually. O'Leary getting a little bit on the grass. Ben literally keeping his car as inside, in the middle of the track as he can. Yuri, look at that! Nice little move, literally threading the needle of both the cars on the inside there. Excellent move from Yuri, the Dutchman getting up in the 3rd. Taking advantage of the turmoil in front. O'Leary, that's not the track. Neither is that, Ben. We continue on here. O'Leary went into the gravel there. Ben almost cut himself up on a curb because he's in a Ferrari. When now Wack is going to have a real good shot at this. I don't know if he'll pick here for a move. Yeah, he's going to just brake just so that way he doesn't cause any problems to Ben here. In the middle of the corners there. We'll see with O'Leary there right behind Jezza, just trying to get himself involved as well. So Dougal's 2-stop has currently landed him in 8th. I reckon the 9th place is in his 2-stop as well. Ben doing enough right now to hold Wack at bay. Albeit he's hitting every curb and bouncing off them like his car's allergic to it. Hero Leary's Beetle in the background of the screen there, getting himself right up to the back of the Renault. Head through the corkscrew. It looks like the Renault had the best exit of the three. Yuri's just driving off into the distance. Yuri might have just stolen the podium with that move. It was an incredible move. Took advantage of the misstep, the miscommunication between the two of the drivers, between Ben and O'Leary. Whack! Just about keeping his car intact. Oh, it doesn't look like anything is going to happen here. No, O'Leary just not getting a good enough exit to challenge the Renault. Jezza's just too far behind as well, and Ben's got himself a little bit of a gap. Yuri has got himself into no man's land in third place right now. You can barely see Ben behind him, and definitely can't see Pasty in front. And, well, Fancy Locks has quite literally got, what, probably about 15-second gap there. Not too far off the back of Jeddah, if he can get a little bit of a move on the medium tyres here. Nathan 9th, JMS in 10th, Pesty in 11th in 12th mode. He's had a really bad day of it. He hasn't done much better, to be honest. JMS not quite able to see anyone else, but isn't too far away. Oh, we've got more issues here. Let's see what happens. Ben just gets a little bit out of sorts on the curb again, and then slides on the exit. Allows for the Renault to get in front for now. Whack, getting on the carousel in front. Oh, and he just drifted too high. He can get a good enough exit though. He should be able to hang on to fourth for dear life. Going round the corner now into the section after the carousel. Again, it's deep for Whack, but it's just about enough to hold on the fourth. Oh, the car jumping a mile there. And Whack using the late brake just to close the door a little bit on Ben. Ben's still there though. Ben is now alongside a lot. But again, late braking for Whack is just doing enough so that he can hold on for dear life into fourth place. O'Leary and Jeddah are right behind as well. Ben again sliding on corner exit. We'll see if there's going to be anything. Yeah, again, just bouncing out on corner exit after hitting the curb. Oh, wax off. What the? Jesus Christ, lads. What on earth are all three of you doing here? Oh, all three of them following the leader. Whack, who's just hit the curb, got off, and straight lined the corner. You got Ben there as well. Here comes Jez around the outside. Got Ben. He's got a real line on Whack now. Can he get it done? No, he won't be able to. Whack holds on to fourth by the skin of his teeth again. Jeddah, however, takes two positions out of that one. O'Leary and Ben losing out on the grass. Ben seems to be struggling more than most at the moment. Yeah, I've been doing everything with these guys, so let's see how this happened. Oh, you've gone all the way to 10th. I'm not entirely sure what caused you to drop. Oh, same place. Literally the same place. Oh, very different style of crash, though. Very different style of crash. Damn. Dropped Yuko, dropped Dougal a couple of places back. Looked like it was a little bit too much exit curb, maybe. I'm not entirely sure how you've managed that crash there. But let's see how we go on. Jeddah's going to have a really good run here, potentially, on Whack. would imagine the Porsche top speed with the slipstream is going to be a little bit advantaged over this Renault. He is closing in. He's definitely closing in now. I don't think he's going to get closed in enough though. In time, Wack might be about to hang on. It's getting very close. Not quite close enough to pull alongside until they hit the bridge. He's moved out the slipstream now. If he's going to do it, he's got to get it done on his own. They are still alongside each other, side by side into the straight. Oh, Wack, yeah, there's just not enough space for the two of them. Wack held on again. Jeddah just gets a little bit too much grass on the inside, what would have been a preferable line. A little bit too much grass has done him in there. Might be looking down into turn one. He definitely could have looked for that into turn one. He won't need to because Wack has gone on to a different postcode. And Wack was off the track there by quite a substantial margin, rounded the cones. That blocked the north of the entrance onto the I think it's the 24-hour version. No, I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, Wack just losing out there. Jeddah gets up in a fourth now. Jeddah on the medium tide. I don't really see a way back into that one for Wack. I think Wack may have just lost fourth here. And that's deep there for Wack. He might be on a fire from Ben again in a minute. O'Leary seems to have dropped a little bit off. Nath is still there and thereabouts. Looking to try and get himself onto the back of the pack. Dugald and Temp, SD and Mo are still very much tailed off. JMS just too far back off to make anything off this pack to make anything of his race. So he'll probably stick to ninth at the moment. Let's see what's going on a little bit further forward. Yuri has a substantial gap to the pack we're watching. Pasti's even bigger gap there. And then Fancy Locked is so far into the thing, he's almost halfway through, he's almost at the end of the next sector. Oh, that's a bit deep for Pasti! That's a bit deep there! Yuri's not got much better tyres, but that'll close him in. You can finally see the multicoloured Beetle in the distance there. He might be about to start smelling blood here, Yuri. There might be a second place on the cards. Wack has dropped off the back of Jeddah. Jeddah should get fourth now from here, unless he makes a mistake. Ben trying to get himself back to that bright yellow Renault in front of him, trying to sneak into the top 5 to end this one. And 5 somewhat eventful laps here at the Nord in this race. There's a lot more action, I think, in the sprint, but that's less time than everyone had to make the moves they had to do in 2 laps instead of 5. Wack still doing enough right now to hold on to the place, but he just losing out there to Ben. That corner, a couple of corners were not great in the slightest for that Renault. Currently 3 seconds quicker than his fastest lap on the race so far is Ben. Just getting his stuff together potentially at the right time. Wack is going into the grass again. He might be going a bit deep into this one. Another bit of grass touch there on the outside with the curb. He is just not in control of his car down the hill here. And again, neither would Ben in that position. The car just kind of jerked on him. Kind of just stalled any momentum he had going as they headed to the corkscrew. A lot better again for Ben there. Wack is under fire now. We'll see if there's going to be any sort of movement available here. For Ben, that might be a bit too much grass. He slit the car, so did Wack, so we were pretty much even as we were. Jezza in the distance there, just starting to get things going as well. I don't think he's going to end any higher than the 4th place he currently is though. Yuri has got caught up to Pasty, but probably not enough. And Fancy Locked is already at the carousel. That gap, probably the upside of 20 seconds, I reckon now. I have thought that corner. Yeah, he's also a couple of seconds quicker than Pasty on this lap as well. Yeah, I don't really think there's much going here against Fancy unless he spins it away. So we're going to continue to look on this group because this is now a 4-man group instead of a 2-man group. And JMS isn't too far back either. Got to remember that O'Leary is on hard tyres. Worn hard tyres as well. Nath is on rather fresh mediums. There's the potential to steal this place off of O'Leary, and then maybe with a minute or two to go, he might be able to trouble Ben or Wack if he can get past early enough. Or he can hope for a mistake, one of the two. Ben just pushed a mistake there. Brings O'Leary back up to the back of the first Ferrari. Again, it's just too narrow to make any sort of a move happen right now. O'Leary is now just defending for his life. We've got JMS trying to get himself involved as well. Nath just waiting. Nath just not able to get past O'Leary yet. The opportunity just not arose. Might do now though. That was a lot better of an exit. With a bit too hesitant on corner entry. Wack has got a decent sized gap now to Ben. So Wack should be able to get 5th on lockdown now. He's very surprised if Nath doesn't end higher than O'Leary in this race if he doesn't get by. We've got Fancy Locked, who is now on the back straight for the final time in this one. Comfortable lead, not really challenged. He has robbed the American of a win because the Moose's equipment has robbed him of a win. Would have been cruise control otherwise. That's a bit high for Nath, a bit too high for Nath even. It even doesn't really matter an awful lot because it was too deep for O'Leary. Got into the final corner, Nath! Oh, and any chance he has it just drifted away with the mistake, as we're going to head toward the front now because Fancy is 2 corners away from a win. On lap 5 of 5, he had a couple of incidents in the sprint. His feature has gone off without a hitch. And with the equipment failing for Musa, he's taken full advantage to win the feature at the Nord. Here we go, Pasty in second. A great race for Fancy Locks, who recovered well. Not the greatest sprint in the world, but dominant feature race in the end. Pasty taking advantage of the fact that the tire's not going to wear too much. Comes over in second. Yuri, with his move, gets onto the bottom step of the podium. Just beats out Jeddah in the end. And quite frankly, with a move with like what he did on Ben and O'Leary, he absolutely deserved the bottom step of the podium. Wack got 5th. Ben got the 6th, O'Leary 7th, Nath 8th, JMS 9th, Dougal will come over in the top 10, round off the top 10. SD and Mo have had a day to forget. Before they're just about finishing their laps now. As they both come down the back straight. There we go. Esti to the line now. There we go. Esti to the line and the Mo after that. And that will be the end of the day. Let's see what we are dealing with in terms of the standings after the ring. After the Nord, we have a new leader of the championship. Pasti on 57. Yuri on 51 in second right now, doing a good job there when he got onto the podium. Whack on 49. So after round one, we still have 4 or 5 drivers that are very much in with a chance. Musa only 11 points off the lead, even with what could have been the worst second round I think I've seen from from such a dominant first round anyway. In terms of the constructors, you've got Nissan on 81 and the Beetle on 73, so it's advantage Yuri at this point with Gunlad as well. The next one up is Brands Hatch. I have purposely kept myself away from it. I do not know what is going on. We will... well, I will see you guys for some Brands Hatch commentary either later tonight or probably Tuesday midday. Not midday, Tuesday about maybe like 4 o'clock. But yeah, with that being said, I'll see you guys next time.